If you're married or in a civil partnership and one of you has income below the personal allowance, which is usually £12,570, while the other stays within the qualifying tax bands, there's a tax break worth knowing about. It's called Marriage Allowance, and this year it could cut your household tax bill by up to £252. Here's the part worth 5 minutes of your time. HMRC lets you backdate the claim right now, all the way to the 22-23 tax year. Now, if you qualified in each of the last 4 years, plus this one, the combined maximum is £1,260. That is the maximum tax benefit across 5 separate years, not a guaranteed cash payment. Stick around, because at the end I'll show you a backdating route HMRC's own manual confirms, but the public guidance doesn't make it obvious. Welcome back to Money Under the Microscope, helping you make finance clear. I'm a chartered financial planner advising clients since 2016. So, how does it work? If your income is below your personal allowance, you can transfer part of it to your husband, wife, or civil partner. The amount is £1,260. That's 10% of £12,570, rounded up to the nearest £10, confirmed in HMRC's own manual. You are transferring allowance, not receiving £1,260 in cash. The transferring partner's allowance falls by £1,260, and the receiving partner gets the same amount added to theirs. The maximum tax reduction is £252. In Scotland, the recipient can qualify at the starter, basic or intermediate rate, but HMRC still calculates the relief using the 20% basic rate. Worth being honest here. Now, £252 is the maximum, not a guarantee. Take HMRC's own example. One partner has income of £11,500 under their personal allowance, so there's no tax due. The other has income of £20,000. Transfer £1,260 and the first partner's allowance drops to £11,310. So now they owe a small amount of tax of £38. The second partner's bill falls by £252. Net result for the household is £214. Still worth having, just not automatically £252. Now, the part that turns this into real money, because backdating currently reaches the 2022 to 2023 tax year, qualifying for all of the last 4 years plus this one, takes the combined maximum up to £1,260. But think of it as 5 separate eligibility tests, not one blanket claim. You could qualify in some years and not others, because income and tax position can change. HMRC looks at each tax year separately, so your actual result depends on the years that qualify. And if you've since divorced or legally separated, HMRC's own rules say you can't start a new backdated claim at all. Even for a year you are still together. You need to be married or in a civil partnership at the point you actually apply. There's a real deadline on the oldest year too. To keep the 22 to 23 in scope, you need to claim by the 5th of April 2027. From the 6th of April, that year is normally out of time for good. Guys, just a quick 10-second interruption. If you found this useful, there's a quick way to support the channel by hitting the subscribe button. Costs nothing and it really helps the channel grow. Right, back to it. One quick note before the how-to. Don't confuse this with married couples allowance, a different, older relief only available where one partner was born before the 6th of April 1935. You cannot claim both. Right, how do you actually apply? For a straightforward case, it's online through the gov.uk website. It's free, no accountant, no agent needed. The person giving up part of their allowance is the person who makes the claim. If that person completes a self-assessment return, they claim it on their own return. The receiving partner leaves the marriage allowance section blank. If both partners file returns, HMRC says the transferring partner should submit theirs at least 3 days before the receiving partner. And if your tax code already ends in N or M, HMRC says you don't need to fill that section in again. If it's just wages, the lower earner should usually apply. If either of you has savings or dividend income, check who should transfer rather than assuming the lower salary tells the whole story. A lot of people rule themselves out without checking. Being retired doesn't stop you claiming. What matters is your total taxable income and tax position, not your employment status. Pension income still counts in that calculation. Living abroad doesn't automatically stop you either. as long as you're still entitled to a UK personal allowance. Self-employed works too. It's about income, not how you earn it. But the relationship test is strict. You must be married or in a civil partnership. Living together, however long you've been a couple, is not enough on its own. One more thing. If your income changes so you're no longer eligible, or your relationship ends, you need to tell HMRC and cancel the claim. Otherwise, one of you could end up underpaying tax without realising. The transfer normally continues each year until it's cancelled. As promised, gov.uk's public backdating route points you towards the MATCF postal form. But HMRC's own PAYE manual says retrospective claims can also be made separately, year by year, through the Digital Marriage Allowance service. So a postal form is not necessarily your only option. Check the live gov.uk Marriage Allowance service first, follow the route it gives you, and use MATCF if directed. So, marriage allowance can be worth up to £252 a year, and up to £1,260 across 5 tax years if every year qualifies. Check each year separately, claim by the 5th of April 2027 to keep 2022 to 2023 in scope, and check the live online route before using the postal form. Thanks for watching, guys. If this channel helps, do hit the subscribe button. I'm Money under the microscope, and I'll see you in the next one.